Everybody is jumping on the generative AI bandwagon, right? But while some companies are hitting absolute home runs, others are just kind of spinning their wheels. So what's the difference? What's the real secret sauce to making AI actually pay off? Well, let's dig in. There's this massive new report from Google Cloud that might just have the answer. And they went straight to the source, surveying thousands of senior leaders all across the globe to get a real picture of what's happening. This report cuts right through all the hype to answer one single crucial question. What actually drives a return on investment? I mean, that's the multi-million-dollar question every single leader is asking right now. And here's where it gets really interesting. The data shows that the secret weapon for AI success, well, it isn't just about having bigger budgets or fancier technology. It's something way more fundamental. Okay, so let's set the stage. The race to adopt AI is on, and it is definitely not a small-scale experiment anymore. We're talking widespread, global implementation. And the results are already pouring in. A massive 74% of organizations, that's almost 3/4, are already seeing a real tangible payback from their AI projects. So this isn't some promise about the future. The return is happening right now. And this points to a really major shift. We're moving way beyond simple chatbots and into what folks are calling the agentic era. What that means is over half of these companies are using AI that can act on its own, executing tasks, making decisions, and getting real work done. So here's the crucial point. While a lot of companies are seeing returns, there's a specific group that is absolutely pulling away from the rest of the pack, and they're creating a huge competitive advantage for themselves. So let's meet the early adopters. These are the organizations that aren't just dipping their toes in the water. They are deeply, deeply committed. And as we're about to see, the performance gap between them and everybody else is, well, it's staggering. Just look at this. The contrast is so stark. 88% of early adopters are seeing ROI, but the real story is in the deployment. 82% of them have launched more than 10 AI agents. That's more than double the rate of everyone else. They are going all in, and it is clearly paying off big time. Okay, so we know who is succeeding. It's the early adopters. But now we need to know why. What's their secret? You might think it's about having more money to spend or maybe access to some secret tech that nobody else has. But the data points to something else entirely. It's not what's in their tech stack, it's who is in their corner. And here it is. The single strongest correlation with AI success, according to this massive survey, is comprehensive C-suite sponsorship. The difference is clear, and it's statistically significant. And this number right here, this is the single most important number in the entire report. 78%. When the entire leadership team is bought in and they provide a clear vision for AI, the chances of seeing a real return just absolutely skyrocket. And as Aneta Oliveira from Dalza points out, this is about so much more than just getting a signature for approval. It's about active, visible championship from the very top to secure the right resources, the right budget, and the right focus to make sure you succeed. So what does sponsorship really mean in practice? Because it's not a passive role. Let's break down the blueprint for what effective AI leadership actually looks like. See, true sponsorship means AI stops being some side project for the IT department and becomes part of the company's actual DNA. It's about a fundamental alignment of the technology with the core business strategy. Without that, even the best tech is just a solution looking for a problem. But with it, AI has a clear purpose. And this is what that leadership does. They invest strategically in the hard stuff, aligning business and tech teams to manage all the change, getting the data infrastructure right, and, this is critical, upskilling their people. It's a holistic approach that recognizes technology is only one piece of the puzzle. This gets to the very starting point of any successful project. As Eric Lambert says, you can't measure success if you haven't defined it first. Effective leaders don't just ask for ROI, they clearly spell out what it means for them, whether that's efficiency, new growth, or just pure innovation. Okay, let's make this really actionable. What does this all mean for you and your team? How can you actually apply these lessons? So here it is, a 5-step playbook based on what the leaders are doing. First, find your champions in the C-suite. Next, use their support to target big, demonstrable wins. Then, leverage those early wins to secure a real, dedicated budget. After that, invest in upskilling your people for this new reality.
And finally, build trust with strong governance and by always keeping a human in the loop. That's the blueprint.
So ultimately, the technology is ready, it's powerful, and it can deliver incredible value. The bottleneck isn't the AI anymore. The true catalyst, the real key to unlocking that ROI, is decisive, aligned, and fully engaged executive leadership. They're the ones who can break down silos, provide clear direction, and ensure AI is a strategic asset, not just some expensive experiment.